Hey, everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country. Thanks so much for joining us on a Monday night. My guest tonight is a return guest to My Kind of Country. I always love it when I get to have somebody back on the show. I guess I didn't scare them off the first time, so they're back. They come back and visit with me again. And this gentleman that's with me tonight has got some pretty powerful songs that we're going to talk about. He writes a lot about really good causes and things that make us think about helping other people in our lives, and he's got some great upcoming projects and some great songs that we're going to play for you tonight, and it's an honor to have him back on the show. He's a Wisconsin native, not too far from us. It's great to have Dan Kouba on My Kind of Country. Dan, how you doing tonight?
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
Well, it's an honor to have you back on the show. We had a nice visit the last time you were with us, and it's a pleasure to have you back on the show. You are staying very busy. You've got some great new music out, and the first song I want to ask you about is a song called Farmageddon.
Well, that is my take for having the where in the heck did all the family farms go? I just left a farm today where the father is going and he is putting in a milking parlor, and then all of a sudden his two boys came out, 26 and 28, and it made me realize that passing down the generation, that's why the dad's doing this, is because he wants this farm to go on and on and on. But you don't see a hell of a lot of that anymore. Now, in the song Farmageddon, what made me decide to write it was I drove up a road outside of our home, and I saw this farm field, and it was actually a unplanted field. And when I found out later that the farmer didn't have enough money to buy seed, that urged me to write the song. Well, back when I was a kid, I remember my grandpa used to sharpen his plowshares before the planting season started with a hammer and an anvil.
Oh yeah, I saw that in your video. Yeah.
And I decided to put the hammer and the anvil into the song. You can actually hear the hammer and the anvil whacking away in the background in the final part of the song when where have all the farmers gone, where have all the farmers gone, and you can hear that hammer and the anvil in the background. That's kind of a tribute to my grandpa.
That's fantastic. Folks, you can go to YouTube and see that. We'll put that information on our Facebook page for My Kind of Country. And DanKoubamusic.com is Dan's website. You can read more about his story there and read more about the wonderful things he's doing and pick up his songs. You grew up on a farm, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. It's scary when things like that start going away because once they're gone, and what are we going to do,
Yeah. That's why today was such an enlightenment to see a young guys still want to be in the farming business.
Absolutely.
That just made me see. I'm a well driller, and so I was out there giving a quotation for a well for my son's now the owner of the company. We're 4 generations.
Oh wow!
And we started at 1900. And I've been in the business for 56 years.
Wow.
Yes, I'm older than 56. If you remember, my story is that I was laying in a hospital bed in 2015 having my second heart surgery in 7 years. And at that time, I had 8 companies and I had 82 employees. And I did not realize that stress was killing me. And Doc gave me a book, and in the book it said that music was a stress relief. So I went back home and I called up a friend of mine and I asked him if he could teach me how to play guitar. He said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 64. He says, "Ooh, well, you'll be the oldest student I've ever had." So that was 8 years ago, and the truth is that I wanted to learn how to play guitar so that I could sing the song Wayfaring Stranger for my 5 grandchildren for Thanksgiving, because I really didn't think I was going to make it to Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And now that's 8 years ago, and the truth is, Scott, I feel 50.
Well, I call it musical therapy. That's wonderful, Dan. I'm so glad to hear
Yep.
that. You're also involved. You've got an album out, and there's a documentary coming out about PTSD and Vietnam veterans, and you've got a song called Veterans Trail that I want to play tonight, and your album Apache Blues. Tell me a little bit about that project.
When I was, we were getting ready for our 50th class reunion, and a friend of mine who I've always stayed in contact with left our school when he was in 8th grade. And he called up and he said, "Are you guys having a 50th?" And I said, "We are." And he said, "Could I come to your class reunion?" He said, "I liked your class more than the one he ended up in." And so I got him an invite, and everybody wears a name tag. The name of the original song was Name Tag. A girl in my class married a guy that was 2 years older than us.
Mm-hmm.
And when Danny and Dwayne would have been the older one. When Danny and Dwayne came together, Dwayne said to Danny, "I thought you were dead." And the next thing, they're hugging. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell they even knew each other. And finally find out that Dwayne carried Danny out of the rice paddies of Vietnam with 4 holes in his back. So PTSD is a real thing. And by the way, I'm not a veteran, but I certainly support him. I asked permission to write this song, and I wrote the song Name Tag. And a friend of mine who I met through music, named Bobby G. Rice, and he's a guy that's out of Nashville. He's been on stage for 50 plus years.
You bet.
He hears the song on Richland Center Radio. I'm up there. I'm down there playing it live with the guitar, and he invites me come down to Nashville and re-record the song. So I'm recording the song with Nashville Pickers, which is amazing alone. The thing ends up going out on the charts. Well, it stays on the charts for 27 weeks, but in the 10th week, I get a phone call from Dave Merlino, who was the director of a movie called Apache Blues, and they wanted to know if they could use that song in the credits of their movie.
Oh, wow.
And Apache Blues was Dwayne Bloor was a blue, and they were the search and rescue boys of Vietnam. They're the most decorated bunch of Vietnam, and I will tell you, Scott, they are the most humble bunch of Vietnam. And how they could come home to get egged and spat on is beyond me, when they gave her all when they were there.
That's right.
And so this guy calls and asks me if he can use my song Name Tag in the credits of the movie. And I'm not dumb, so I said, sure. And then I don't know, we'll call me the pig in me, decided to go for more. So I said, what other music are you going to have? Are you going to pay Martha and Vandel's and Creedence Clearwater Revival for their stuff? It's going to cost you some bucks. They said, what do you mean? And I said, well, why don't I write you some more stuff? So I end up writing 10 songs all together in the Apache Blues CD, but they use the song Veterans Trail for the credits of the movie. And the purpose of that song is because these two guys, these two directors of this movie, were not even born during Vietnam, and yet they went 40,000 miles in a Tahoe, going out and interviewing 13 different Apache Blues members.
Wow.
Over a 4-year period. 40,000 miles. And really they had no idea what they were going to do. The beautiful thing about this documentary is there's no script. And when we went out, my wife and I went out to the premiere of the movie in the Grauman Chinese Theater, and I got to walk down it's not red carpet, it's green carpet. When I got to walk down the green carpet for the premiere of this thing, I realized what a big deal this is.
Yeah.
And so the 10th of November, it'll be released to theaters, and I'm just so very, very fortunate to be a part of them.
Well, that's great, Dan. I'm so glad to hear that. DanKoubamusic.com is Dan's website, and that album Apache Blues is available for download there, so you can check that out. And Dan, you have another new song that I want to play tonight too, and it's called "We the People." Tell me about that one.
I am sick of where this country is going. So "We the People" is my little bitty statement saying, politicians, do your job or we're going to take our country back. And I'm not doing it to the right, and I'm not doing it to the left. I'm doing it because I've been in this country for 72 years, and I'm sick of where it's going.
Amen. And I think we can all agree on that, no matter what side of the coin we fall on, you know?
Yep.
I'm with you there. Well, I want to play that tonight. We got some powerful music, my friend. You're a great writer, and I applaud you for what you're doing for the veterans. And another song that you have, too, that this is near and dear to my heart, because every year we do a big feature for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And you've got, they call it the Cancer Fight Song, and I know it was endorsed by them, but it's called "The Time Has Come."
Yeah. My wife is an RN, and my wife has been with a home health company for, I think, 30-some years. And she has a friend of hers who went through breast cancer. And when she went through breast cancer, they sent a picture of her and her husband and their daughter, all with shaved heads. And I got on the phone and I called him, and truly, Scott, I didn't know him all that well, but my wife, knew the family. And so I called him up and I wanted to know why he shaved his head. And he told me in support of my wife. And it just hit me to the point where I wrote a song about it. And when I wrote the song, I had no idea about endorsements or anything like that. I mean, when I write a song about something I'm happy about or something I'm mad about. And I was very, very taken by this guy shaving his head for his wife in support. So I wrote this song, and at the same time, I had done a benefit for a kid that was 10 years in remission. And when I did that, Mike Green from Nashville came up and videoed the whole day, and the name of that song was called "The Sleeve." And "The Sleeve" is a song about they were featuring the Cancer Fight song at our local cancer thing here in Hillsboro, Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
And they were featuring my song as the song of the day or whatever. And I meet this man that I've known for 50-some years, and he introduces me to his son. And his son is tattooed on his right arm from his knuckles all the way up to his top of his shoulder. And me being an outspoken dummy at times, I said, what in the hell would possess you to do that to your arm? And the guy says, that is my tribute to my son's cancer. He says, do you know what a rosary is? Well, I was raised Catholic, so the answer is yes. And every bead on that arm, on that rosary thing that he had on his arm, every bead had a date. Every date meant something. And this thing was 10 years of fighting cancer. And on his hand, he had a sun. And I turned that sun into something really special because I said that the sun means that there's brighter days ahead. And that song, my agent and my wife and I went into St. Jude Hospital down in Nashville, Tennessee. It isn't the Memphis one. It was something else in Nashville. And we went in there with the intent of Cancer Fight Song, and ends up they endorsed both Cancer Fight Song and the sleeve, and I just thought that was so amazing.
Wow, that's great.
A portion that everything that we do always goes to those organizations. So.
Oh, bless you for that. That's wonderful. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, you've taken your music and just ran with it. You've done a lot of good for other people, and it's helped you too. And I'm so thankful for that. And I want to thank you so much for all that you're doing here. This is just a fantastic body of work, and I want to play these songs for our listeners tonight.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on.
Anytime. It is a pleasure. DanKoubamusic.com is Dan's website, and we're going to play these great songs that we just talked about with Dan for you right now as we continue with My Kind of Country. Dan, thank you again for taking time to be on the show.
You bet. Thank you.
I took a drive last Sunday and I saw the barren fields, and I wondered, where did all the farmers go? There seemed to be no market and nobody seemed to care. You can't plant if there's no seed to sow. I think we're heading for Farmageddon, that's how it looks today. I think we're heading for Farmageddon if we don't change our ways. Farmageddon is where we're heading. The plight of the farmers slowly slipping away. Farmageddon is where we're heading. Let's stop all this nonsense and pay them all the right way. The cars and all the bankers all got a helping hand. Both of them are very sound today. This country can't afford to lose this way of life. The time has come for all of us to pay. I think we're heading for Farmageddon. is slipping away. Armageddon is where we're headed. Let's stop all this nonsense and pay them all the right way. I took a drive last Sunday and I saw the barren fields, and I wondered where did all the farmers go? And I wondered where did all the farmers go? The temperature is rising, air conditioning's on full bore. The bayous in the rear window, we're heading for Kilgore. We have a date to see a vet, we've seen a dozen more. This Tahoe's been on many miles, 10,000 times that four. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. Vietnam vets have lived a deep dark past. We hope that all these interviews will bring them peace at last. The demons they have lived with could terrify a man. Their lives were put in danger, they had to make a stand. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. After we're done filming is where the work begins. We'll cut out all the losses, we only keep our wins. Our for-you task to see these vets has made them firm up real. I hope we made a difference on the veteran trail. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. We're telling a story, we're on the veteran trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veteran trail. Telling a story, we're on the veterans trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veterans trail. We're telling a story, we're on the veterans trail. Night and day we're on the road, we're on the veterans trail. Stand beside her, the time has come to show the way. The time has come to fight together. The time has come to seize the day. You're messing with the wrong girl, became our battle cry. We'll fight this fight together till cancer says goodbye. The time has come to stand beside her. The time has come to show the way. The time has come to fight together. The time has come to seize the day. when we were wed. Cancer came a-calling, so I went and shaved my head. The time has come to stand beside her. The time has come to show the way. The time has come to fight together. The time has come to seize the day. The time has come to stand beside her. The time has come to show the way. The time has come to fight together. The time has come to seize the day. Never, never give up.
Never, never give up.
A motto I once read.
Never give up.
I'll stand right here beside you, is all that needs be said. The time has come to stand beside her. The time has come to show the way. The time has come to fight together. The time has come to seize the day. The time has come. The time has come. The time has come to seize the day. We
We the people.
the people,
We the people.
we
We the people.
the people,
We the people.
we the people, united in this country we will stand. The men of yesteryear had the great foresight to pen the Bill of Rights. They worked on day and night. They gave to us our Constitution. We hope to keep it right. Side by side we fought for freedom, black and brown and white. Oh,
We the people.
we the people,
We are the people.
we
Yes, we.
the people,
We're all the people.
we the people,
We'll stand for liberty.
united in this country we will stand.
We stand united.
America's a miracle that started long ago. Don't rock the boat, I warn you, 'cause overboard you'll go. You're waking up a sleeping giant, the time is near at hand. We'll not give up our freedom and we'll not give up our land.
You and me.
We the people,
Yes, we are the people. We're all free.
we the people,
And free to reign.
we the people,
Yes, we are the people.
united in this country we will stand.
We stand against tyranny.
We have the right to vote, our leaders all can change. The fighting that we see within has made this country strange. So leaders, I am warning you, your briefcase you can pack. Do your job and work together or we'll take our country back.
Oh,
We the people,
oh,